The Nepal faction has decided to part ways and to join their respective parties, CPN-UML and Maoist Centre. The decision came after the Supreme Court revoked the Election Commission's decision to recognize the unification of the two parties to form the Nepal Communist Party, the name which was already given to the Rishi Ram Katel-led party. With the decision, some prominent leaders from both the parties, however, are likely to face a crisis as they are supporting leaderships from rival parties. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. The Nepal faction officially decides to split after the Supreme Court's ruling to revive the then CPN-UML and Maoist Centre. The structure of province governments to change after the Supreme Court's decision to revoke the unification between the then CPN-UML and Maoist Centre. The United Nations appeals to the military in Myanmar for the safe release of hundreds of protesters believed to be trapped inside an apartment block. Chelsea blank Everton 2-0 in the English Premier League to climb to the fourth spot of the points table, remain undefeated in 12 consecutive matches. The Pushpa Kamal Dahal Madhav Kumar Nepal faction, which was formed to stand against Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, has officially decided to split after the Supreme Court ruled to revive the then CPN-UML and Maoist Centre. The meeting of the faction held yesterday to dwell on a new strategy to be taken after the Supreme Court's decision concluded to split and return to their respective mainstream parties. According to leaders, they would be putting effort for unification even though they had to return to their respective erstwhile parties as per the apex court's ruling. Following the meeting, senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal remarked that they had to split with heavy heart. Leaders participating in the meeting opined that they did not have any other option but to part ways. They concluded to find solution from their respective legitimate parties, saying that they are not allowed to make any legal decisions as the Nepal Communist Party. Earlier yesterday, leaders and lawmakers of the Madhav Kumar Nepal faction had held a separate meeting in a hotel in Banashore to dwell on the developing political situation. They decided not to budge from their stand to seek for the resignation of Prime Minister Oli to form a new government. However, they did not make any decisions regarding the no-confidence motion against Premier Oli. The structure of the province governments will change after the Supreme Court's decision to revoke the unification between the then CPN-UML and Maoist Centre. Although the current governments in Province 1 and Bagmati province are not likely to change, governments in Gandaki, Karnali and Lumbini provinces will have to be formed with CPN-UML garnering support from other parties. The CPN-UML has a clear majority in the Province 1. Sharedhan Rai is the Chief Minister of the province. Meanwhile, Janata Samajwadi Party has a clear majority in Province 2, so the Supreme Court's decision will not have an effect on the province. Janata Samajwadi Party's Lal Babu Raut is the Chief Minister of the province. Likewise, CPN-UML has a clear majority in Bagmati province, where Dormani Paudel is the Chief Minister, and the apex court's decision will not affect the province either. However, there is no clear majority of any party in Gandaki province, where Prithvi Subba Gurung is the Chief Minister. Likewise, Lumbini province doesn't have a clear majority of any parties either, and CPN-UML's Sankar Pokhrel is the Chief Minister of the province. In Karnali province, a government cannot be formed without the support of CPN-UML. Maoist Centre's Mahendra Bahadur Shahi is the Chief Minister of Karnali province. Likewise, there is no clear majority of any party in Sudur Pashchim province, where Maoist Centre's Trilochan Bhatta is the Chief Minister of the province. The government has been largely focused on starting new projects instead of completing the decades-long projects, resulting in the increase in costs of such development projects. The Melamchi drinking water project has still not been completed, even though the project began some 2 decades ago. With the lethargic progress, the cost of the project has now exceeded over 29 billion rupees, which was initially estimated at 5 billion rupees. The project, which was originally conceptualized during the Panchayat era, would have completed if it had started during that period and would have reduced heavy costing. This is one of the representative examples of such extent level of delay in highly ambitious projects in the country. Lack of will at the leadership level, political parties patronizing employees and contractors who have been neglecting their responsibilities have resulted in the delay in the completion of one development project after another. The government, meanwhile, is largely engaged in laying foundations of new projects, even as it is not sure if they would be completed on time. Experts opine that the target communities have not been able to receive benefits, as the government has been working on the development projects of national pride at a snail pace. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the locals in Palpa what should be done to increase women participation in every sectors of the country. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
क्षमता विकास नभएसम्म त्यो पदमा बसेर गर्न सक्ने कामहरु चाहिँ उहाँले गर्न सक्नुहुन्न। त्यसैले महिलाहरुको सर्वप्रथम त क्षमता विकास गर्नुपर्छ, तालिमहरु अभिमुखीकरणहरु सञ्चालन गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने लाग्छ।
संविधान त आएको छ, तर त्यसको कार्यान्वयन जति मात्रामा हुनुपर्ने हो त्यो चाहिँ भएको छैन।
महिलाको नेतृत्वको लागि यो गर्न सक्छौं भन्ने कुरामा त्यहाँका महिला दिदीबहिनीहरु पनि जागरुक हुनु पर्यो र उहाँहरुले आफूहरुले म यो नीति निर्माण तहमा पुगे भने मैले यो काम गर्न सक्छु भन्ने खालको चाहिने चेतनाको विकास पनि हुनुपर्छ।
चारवटा भित्तामा मात्र सीमित नराखिकन महिलाहरूलाई पुरुष र बाहिरका विभिन्न क्रियाकलापहरुमा अगाडि बढाएर उनीहरुको क्षमतालाई वृद्धि गर्दै लैजानुपर्छ।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where text us with your opinion.
Public Poll.
Here's the question: what is the main reason for not completing decades-long development projects? Your options: option A, trend of not working; option B, financial manipulation; and option C, political dominance. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.